What's going on, Stim junkies? Hi, Stim here, and I hope you guys are having an incredible week thus far. As you can hear in my voice, I am still a little bit congested, but that is not going to stop us from coming on here and reviewing the hottest products of 2026. Now, today I'm going to be reviewing a brand new high Stim pre-workout, and truth be told, I'm not really sure if it's actually a brand new product or not. It's new to me. I've ran it twice, today being my second time running these pre-workout in the last 4 days, so I took 2 days in between, let my tolerance reset a little bit, and ran it at the full dose for the second time today. The pre-workout that I will be reviewing today comes to us from Full Spectrum Supplements, and it is called NOTORIOUS RAGE. Also spells out Notorious Rage. I'm sure that was a little play on word there, NO being for nitric oxide production. Little tidbit for you guys that are in the know about, but this one here looks pretty cool. The label is very unique. It kind of pops. It's got a skeleton on it, a little bit of aggression going on here. And looking at the actual label, it's a relatively short label, about 10 ingredients in here, which I really like. Good ingredients, good dosages from what it looks like. But I ran this one twice, took 2 days off in between, and my experience was definitely interesting. So let's not waste any more time. Let's roll that freaking intro. And when we come back, we are going to review the NOTORIOUS RAGE pre-workout. Alright guys, so looking at the NOTORIOUS RAGE pre-workout from Full Spectrum Supplements, it's got a really cool aesthetic. It's almost got like this underground illicit type of vibe going on, but at the same time it does look modern, it doesn't look cheap, so that definitely works in its favor. Very nice looking tub, definitely going to be displaying it proudly here on my shelves. It really has a nice unique aesthetic. This is the mango flavor, I think it is the only flavor, or maybe they have like one or two other ones, I'm not sure, but that's the flavor I got. Overall, very sleek and modern looking with an underground edge. Alright guys, so NOTORIOUS RAGE or Notorious Rage, I'm just going to call it Notorious Rage. I feel like that kind of flows off the tongue a little bit easier, but I got the mango flavor. I'm not sure if they have other flavors or not. I did get sent this one directly from the manufacturer, so I do appreciate them sending it my way for review. No matter what, the review remains unbiased because that is how we always do it here on the High Stim YouTube channel. Now, the mango flavor was pretty decent, would probably give it like a 7 out of 10. It wasn't anything amazing, but it wasn't anything really downright disgusting either. It was somewhere down the middle, goes down relatively smoothly. It's got a synthetic flavor in the background, which usually is a good indicator of things to come. Usually that means that there are a lot of goods in there, and that should come through later in the workout. So with that being out of the way, guys, let's break down this label. So looking at the supplement facts, one scoop is supposed to come in at 18.4 grams. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, you're going to have to heap this one a lot, like a big fat heaping scoop to get the 18.5 grams because it comes in at about 15 grams for the flat scoop. So definitely a little bit underdosed. Make sure to weigh this one out, especially if you want to get the full experience. Now you're getting 25 servings in here. No half scoop, 2 scoop, none of that, guys. Full scoop for the full serving size. Again, slightly underdosed, but just heap the crap out of it and you will be good. 25 servings, let's begin. We start off with choline from Choline by Titrate, 400 milligrams, nice nootropic. L-citrulline, 5,000 milligrams, so somewhere in the middle kind of dose. It's definitely more than enough to get you pumped up and swole in the gym. And in a way, it's kind of good because it also makes it stackable if you guys want to stack your own pumps on top of it, whether it's a little bit more citrulline or pump capsules or maybe a little glycerol. This gives you room to work with, gives you a little bit of that wiggle room when it comes to your pumps. 5 grams, solid dose. Beta-alanine, 3,200 milligrams, clinical dose for the tingles, endurance, lactic acid buffering, all that other fun stuff. Betaine anhydrous for strength output, 2,500 milligrams. L-tyrosine, my favorite nootropic, 1,500 milligrams. And we're definitely going to talk about the tyrosine because a lot needs to be said about this particular sourcing. We also do have choline by Titrate at 1,000 milligrams for additional nootropic benefits. Then we have caffeine anhydrous at 400 milligrams, which is considered a Stim junkie dose. For us, it's kind of normal at this point with pre-workouts going up to 500, 550, heck, even 600. 400 is still relatively high dose, objectively speaking. So yeah, good dose there. I think you're just getting the anhydrous in here and nothing else. Then we have 2-amino-isoheptane at 225 milligrams. That is supposed to be the synthetic lab-made yum-yums that we know and love. Maybe it's the Jugglin's Rege extract, maybe it's the legit stuff. Who the heck knows? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. We have L-theanine coming in next at 200 milligrams. Now that is an interesting choice because theanine is usually in sleep aids and relaxation supplements. And obviously there are pre-workouts that do utilize theanine to kind of bring down the craziness just a little bit. Would I personally have put it in here? you're going to have to stay tuned. We're going to talk about it very shortly, guys. Last ingredient on here, N-phentyl dimethylamine citrate, also known as Oriogenesis, for that feel-good buzz, coming in at 150 milligrams. Before Stim breaks down my experience running the NOTORIOUS RAGE pre-workout 2 times over the past 4 days, don't forget to like this video, comment below, share the channel with a fellow Stim junkie or a pre-workout enthusiast, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Alright guys, so looking at the tub here, at the front cover, it claims to provide laser focus, massive pumps, and extreme energy. Now, 2 of these things are true, one of them not so much in my case, okay? And we're going to break everything down. So right off the bat, when you take the drink, like I said, it goes down relatively easily. It's not super disgusting. It's not really great either, but it's masking enough of those stimulants where you're not really going to feel it. It's not going to be super disgusting. Now, the first thing you're going to notice at about 10 to 12 minutes is beta-alanine tingles. They come and go relatively quickly. They last for like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, and then they kind of dissipate. Nothing crazy, no niacin prickling, none of that stuff. Just regular beta-alanine tingles, letting you know it's time to get going in the gym. Now, the caffeine's going to come in at that same 10 to 12 minute mark. It's going to come in relatively smoothly, honestly. I'm going to be completely honest, guys. Does not feel like 400 milligrams of caffeine to me. I don't know, maybe I've built an immunity, but I haven't been running that many high stim pre-workouts over the past month or so. Been really caught up with my personal business, had a lot going on. It's been freezing in here, so a lot of days I've just been training right here at home, using resistance bands and my own bench, so I haven't really been hitting the crazy exotics quite as frequently, and especially for the last week, I don't think I ran anything illicit. So having the 2-amino in here, the Araya, 400 milligrams of caffeine, I expected this thing to smack me to a different stratosphere, especially with a name like Notorious Rage, and you got this really aggressive tub on here, and the guy looks like he's ready to kill you, right? This little skeleton guy, whatever you got going on here, but there is no crazy sense of aggression on here, at least not for me. This is one of those pre-workouts that, in my experience, and I can only speak for myself, is much more of a mental and a nootropic type of experience. So if you were to tell me that there is no DMHA in here whatsoever, I would say that makes a lot of sense. To me, this definitely feels more like that natural Jugglin's Rege extract, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's a smooth pre-workout. It's going to wake you up for sure. It's not like it's a dud. It's not like it doesn't do anything, but I think the 2 strengths of this pre-workout, and it says it right here on the front, right? You got the 3 categories: laser focus, massive pumps, and extreme energy. So I will say that laser focus, it definitely gives you 1,500 milligrams of the L-tyrosine. Must be really well sourced, because I really felt that at the 20-minute mark and onwards. It was a really good focus, and really just had me concentrating on the training session and really feeling out every rep, every set. Really just has you dialed in, and also had the nice nootropic effect for the rest of the day. Just really kind of puts you in a sharp state of mind, which I really like. I love L-tyrosine. It's definitely my favorite nootropic. Obviously alpha GPC as well, although that is not in this package here. You do also have the 2 forms of choline, which kind of elongate and strengthen the tyrosine and really put you in a nice tunnel. Not a, dialed in illicit tunnel, but a good, clean, compliant friendly type of tunnel, if that makes sense. Now, the pumps on here are surprisingly really nice. You're only getting 5 grams of citrulline, but labels are just labels in the end of the day, guys. I think my pumps definitely speak for themselves. Now, where the pre is lacking to me personally is in the energy department. Now, that doesn't go to say that there is no energy on here. There is energy, but it feels like 200, maybe 250 milligrams of caffeine. This does not feel like a Stim junkie pre-workout. And it's surprising, because you have 2-amino on here at 225 milligrams. If I've had DMHA from a lot of other companies, anywhere from 100 milligrams per serving to like 300 or 350, and usually 200, 225, 250. That is my personal sweet spot. It's not overly stimulating. It puts you in this really good space mentally, gives you a nice floaty head high, and just puts you in a positive mood. I really did not get that head high on this pre-workout, guys. I got a good nootropic focus. I did get a good mood. It's a positive type of pre-workout, but not to the point where you're feeling your head floating off your shoulders and, you're feeling like you're ready to dance. Nothing like that, guys. It's a solid nootropic, 3 times a week use type of pre-workout, and I could see myself using this one. It definitely has its place in the rotation. It's perfect for those home workouts that usually last about 45 to 50 minutes. Like I said, I've been hitting the resistance bands a lot here at home, been training because it's freaking freezing out there, and just getting to the gym and back home is already already a freaking nightmare, especially considering I'm working, I'm outside all day. It's been a rough winter, guys. It's been freaking rough here on the East Coast. But to me, this is a pre-workout I could run 3 times a week right here at home. And I wouldn't even worry about using up one of my DMHA days, because if DMHA is in here, it is definitely less than 225, or it is not sourced super well, meaning you're not really going to feel it. I do think there is a rye in here. It says 150 milligrams on label. That makes sense. Araya, Genesis, caffeine, and the nootropics. That's kind of what this pre-workout feels like. It's got a good nootropic focus, very, very good pump, surprisingly, considering it only has one pump ingredient at 5,000 milligrams, but surprisingly still very, very good pumps. You're going to have good energy on this. You're going to have a productive session. Just don't take this one on a high stim Saturday and expect it to hit like your favorite illicit pre-workout, because it's not that. This is a good medium stim pre-workout. You could run 3 times a week. And if you guys are interested in picking this one up with a discount code, I'm going to link it down below. I'm going to pin the comment. You could check it out. Support smaller companies that are trying to make it in this industry. I think you guys are going to enjoy it if you go in with an open mind and know what you're getting yourselves into. So that's it, guys. That is my review. I hope you enjoyed it. I always keep it real and unbiased no matter what. Whether a company sends me products or not, I always keep it 100, and I will always be upfront with you guys. Now, I heard that there is a limited edition version of this pre-workout, which supposedly hits a lot harder. Now, I haven't gotten my hands on it. I don't know if I will. I'm going to try. But if I do get my hands on it, you best believe I'm going to be dropping the review. So stay tuned to the channel, guys. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Click the little bell notification. Like the video, share the video, follow the Instagram at HighStimAce, and I will see you all next time for the next High Stim pre-workout review. Take care, everybody. HighStimAce, signing off.